Welcome to Beacon of Books, where we turn the world's best books once into concise and powerful insights you can learn in just minutes.
The book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey is considered one of the most influential works in the fields of personal development, leadership, and effectiveness. Since its publication in 1989, the book has transformed the way millions of people think about success, productivity, and character. Rather than offering quick fixes or superficial techniques, Covey presents a principle-centered approach to living a meaningful and effective life. His central argument is that true success is built on timeless values, such as integrity, responsibility, fairness, and human dignity. Covey explains that many modern self-improvement methods focus on what he calls the personality ethic, which emphasizes image, techniques, and short-term strategies to influence others. In contrast, he advocates for the character ethic, which focuses on developing inner qualities that create lasting success. According to Covey, sustainable effectiveness comes from aligning our actions with universal principles, rather than relying on manipulation or external performance. The book is structured around 7 habits that represent a progressive journey of growth. These habits move a person from dependence to independence, and finally to interdependence. Dependence is the stage where a person relies on others to take responsibility. Independence is achieved when an individual takes control of their own life. However, the highest level of maturity is interdependence, where individuals collaborate effectively with others to achieve greater results together than they could alone. The first 3 habits focus on personal victory, which is the foundation of independence. Habit 1. Be proactive. Proactivity means taking responsibility for your own life. Covey emphasizes that between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our freedom to choose our reaction. Highly effective people understand that while they cannot control every circumstance, they can always control their response. Instead of blaming conditions, upbringing, or other people, proactive individuals focus on what they can influence. Covey introduces the concept of the circle of concern and the circle of influence. The circle of concern includes everything we care about, such as the economy, politics, or global events. The circle of influence includes the things we can directly affect, such as our behavior, our decisions, and our relationships. Effective people focus their energy on their circle of influence, gradually expanding it over time. Reactive people, on the other hand, concentrate on problems outside their control, which weakens their ability to create meaningful change. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. This habit encourages individuals to develop a clear vision of their desired future. Covey explains that all things are created twice, first mentally, then physically. Just as a building must first exist in a blueprint before construction begins, our lives should be guided by a clear mental vision. Without a defined purpose, people often achieve success only to realize that it does not bring fulfillment. Covey suggests writing a personal mission statement that reflects one's values, principles, and long-term goals. This mission statement serves as a compass for decision-making. When we know what truly matters to us, we are less likely to be distracted by urgent but unimportant activities. Living with the end in mind ensures that our daily actions align with our deepest priorities. Habit 3. Put first things first. The third habit is about execution and time management. After defining our vision, we must organize our lives around it. Covey presents a time management matrix divided into 4 quadrants: important and urgent, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. He argues that the key to effectiveness lies in focusing on activities that are important but not urgent. These include planning, relationship building, personal development, and prevention. Although they may not demand immediate attention, they produce long-term results. Many people spend too much time reacting to urgent matters and neglect strategic activities that could prevent crises in the first place. Highly effective individuals discipline themselves to prioritize what truly matters. Once personal victory is achieved through the first 3 habits, the next 3 habits focus on public victory, which involves building strong and productive relationships. Habit 4. Think win-win. This habit is based on the belief that life is not a zero-sum game. Instead of viewing situations as competitions where one person must lose for another to win, Covey promotes a mindset of mutual benefit. Win-win thinking is rooted in an abundance mentality, the belief that there are enough opportunities and resources for everyone. People with a scarcity mindset feel threatened by the success of others. In contrast, those with an abundance mentality celebrate others' achievements and seek collaborative solutions. Win-win requires both courage and consideration, courage to express one's own needs and consideration to respect the needs of others. When trust and fairness guide relationships, long-term cooperation becomes possible. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Effective communication begins with listening. Covey observes that most people listen with the intention of replying, not understanding. True listening requires empathy, the ability to see the world from another person's perspective. Empathic listening builds trust because it validates the other person's feelings and experiences. When people feel understood, they become more open and willing to listen in return. Only after genuinely understanding someone else should we seek to present our own viewpoint. This balanced communication fosters mutual respect and reduces conflict. Habit 6. Synergize. Synergy is the principle that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. When individuals with different strengths, experiences, and perspectives work together respectfully, they can generate creative solutions that none of them could have produced alone. Differences are not weaknesses, they are sources of innovation. Synergy requires openness, humility, and the willingness to value diversity. Instead of compromising in a way where each party gives up something, synergy aims to create a third alternative, a better solution that satisfies all parties. In organizations, synergy leads to higher performance, innovation, and stronger teamwork. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. The seventh habit focuses on continuous renewal. Covey uses the metaphor of a woodcutter who becomes so busy sawing that he forgets to sharpen the blade. Without renewal, effectiveness declines over time. To remain productive and balanced, individuals must invest in self-care and growth. Covey identifies 4 dimensions of renewal: physical, spiritual, mental, and social-emotional. Physical renewal includes exercise, nutrition, and rest. Spiritual renewal involves connecting with one's values and purpose through reflection or meditation. Mental renewal requires continuous learning and intellectual growth. Social-emotional renewal comes from building meaningful relationships and serving others. By nurturing all 4 dimensions, individuals maintain long-term effectiveness and balance. Overall, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People presents a comprehensive framework for personal and professional growth. The habits are interconnected and build upon one another. They are not quick techniques, but lifelong principles that require commitment and practice. Covey emphasizes that lasting change begins with a shift in paradigms, our underlying beliefs and assumptions about life. When we change the way we see the world, we change the way we behave, and ultimately, we change our results. The book's enduring message is simple yet profound. True effectiveness comes from aligning our character with universal principles. By taking responsibility, defining our purpose, prioritizing wisely, building trust-based relationships, collaborating creatively, and committing to continuous renewal, we can achieve not only success, but also fulfillment and meaningful contribution. In essence, the 7 habits form a roadmap for becoming not just more productive individuals, but better human beings. They guide us toward independence, interdependence, and a balanced life rooted in integrity and growth. Through consistent application, these habits transform effectiveness from a temporary achievement into a permanent way of life.
This was a summary of today's book from the Beacon of Books channel. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to receive all the new content.